Text B. We're going to be answering the questions 9 to 16 with text B. Okay? So, question 9 says, what are the people who teach chocolate making at the parties called? Now, I haven't really run over any word that really describes some teacher that teaches chocolate making. However, the only odd name that I, ran over was chocolatiers. Are experienced chocolatiers. So they're people who are experts in chocolate. They experienced chocolate. Okay, so it's called chocolatiers. So the way I write it is the people. Hold on, let me make it bigger. The people. Okay, the people who teach chocolate making at the parties are called chocolatiers. Now I'm gonna make sure that I write the spelling correctly. Tier. Yep, correct. Okay. Now number 10. A. Name one of the chocolate sweets you can make during the party. Now, chocolate sweets. I have some right here. So like cute chocolate animals. Cute chocolate animals is one of those chocolate sweets. Cute chocolate animals are the ones that we're making at this party. Name one of the products you can use to decorate your chocolate sweets. So it's something that I decorated with. So toppings. Toppings are one thing that we can decorate stuff with. Caramel sprinkles. Yummy. Okay. Caramel sprinkles. Again, if I don't know the spelling, this one is not supposed to be capital. If I don't know any spelling, I can go back to the text and fix it. Look at the phrase, time will just fly in line 12. Okay, line 12, this is 10, so it's supposed to be here. Okay, time will just fly. I'm going to highlight it. It's right here. Okay. It says, what technique is time will just fly an example of? Okay, so this could mean two things. One would be it's a technique they use at the party. Two would be like it's an example of something like related to the like something like the connectives or like an adjective or something, right? So the way I think about it is what technique is time will just fly an example of. Let me read the text again. Perfect for any special occasion. Our fantastically fun parties will help you to create chocolate lights and impress everyone. The time will just fly. But the fun doesn't stop there because at the end, you and your friends will take away party bags. Now I can write, okay, the time, I'm gonna open a quotation mark, time, alright, I'm gonna write the phrase, or the sentence, the phrase time will just fly by, or just fly, is an example of a metaphor. So a metaphor is basically something that, okay, time can't fly, obviously, time doesn't have wings, but saying time will fly is something like saying the time will go fast. So it's a metaphor, okay? So I'm gonna go with that. Okay, suggest one reason why time will fly, because you're gonna have so much fun. Now, with this question, with B, I know that I did the number A. I did letter A right. So it says time will just fly. It's an example of a metaphor. Why? Why time will just fly? Time will fly. Again, this is how you write the answer to the question. Time will fly because we are going to, or they are going to, not we. They are going to have so much fun. And that's the end. That's the answer. Number 12. Look at the phrase, you and your friends will take away party bags crammed with your own delicious handmade treats. Line 13 and 14. Now I'm going to highlight that one. 13 and 14. You and your friends. This one. So, we highlighted this one before. It says crammed with your own chocolate, delicious handmade treats. So, crammed is really the highlighted word here, or the bold word here. What does the word crammed suggest about the bags? Okay, so if you watch the before tutorial, you would notice that I did not know what crammed meant. So what I did was I guessed the meaning. Okay, so it's a bag. Okay, we can repeat it just now. You and your friends will take away party bags crammed with your own delicious. Okay, so it's me and my friends. If I was the one going to this party, me and my friends would have bags and they're crammed with stuff. So they're filled with stuff. I can guess the meaning. It's filled with stuff, right? When it says, what does the word cram suggest about the bags? The word, or I can say the word crammed the same way the text wrote it in the question. The word crammed suggests the bags are filled with, you can leave it at this, just filled, because that's, there you go, that's the meaning of the word. Yeah. Number 13, it says give 2 examples of alliteration from the text. Now, I don't know what alliteration means, okay? So I can guess the meaning, okay? I know the word alter. Alter means to repeat. So alter from the text. Let's go back to text B. Let's see which word really does it alter or like repeat. Okay. So our chocolate parties combine the very best quality Belgian chocolate. Okay, so I hear chocolate all over this text. So chocolate. So it says 2 examples, not words. It says 2 examples. Let's find it. So it says, our experienced chocolatiers love to share magic while making skills, make sure everyone has a good time. Spend unforgettable hour creating scrumptious chocolate masterpieces, such as cute chocolate animals, crispy coconut cups. Most of all, worth wearing molten chocolate stars. All delicious toppings are available. Perfect for any special occasion. Our fantastically fun parties will help you to create chocolate delights that will impress everyone. Time will just fly by, but the fun doesn't really stop there, because at the end your friends will go back. Okay, so a wealth of knowledge about the secret art of chocolatiers, making a stay you'll never forget. 2 examples of an alteration from the text. I'm going to leave this for later on, so I can answer it later. Okay, so since I really can't figure out the meaning, and I I didn't guess it from reading over the text again, I have 1 mark for this question. It's marked 1. I have 3 marks here, 2, 1, 1. Combine them, that's 7 marks. Now I'm not gonna spend most of my time on this question, even though I will lose 1 mark, but I have 7 marks here to collect. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not gonna spend more time doing that. So number 14, explain 3 ways the last paragraph is different from the rest of the text. Explain 3 ways the last paragraph is different from the rest of the text. Now, as you can see, like from the other tutorial, I did mention that the last paragraph actually talks about the time for the parties, and during the weekdays and the weekends, when does it happen, all of that. Now I can say that 3 ways. First, 1 way. Okay, I'm gonna make this bigger. 1 way, let the last paragraph is different. I can make this 1 way the last paragraph is different. It's that it talks about timing for the events. Okay, now I can write the answer without including on 1 way the last paragraph is different. I can just write well, I can even skip this part. It says I can just write it talks about timing for the events. Yeah. And another way is, it's very short. It's sort of like gives us instructions, right? It's more instructional than the rest. Okay, but the rest of the text did actually give us instructions. Well, it talks about the party and how it is, so really it wasn't instructions, it was just like what we are going to do there. So it's more like it's more instructional than the rest of the text. And I want to be more clear because the rest of the text did give me some instructions about what's going to be in the party. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an example here. So it's more instructional than the rest of the text. For example, and see, I write a point, like I drop a period, right? Period, and for example, it tells you which age can go to this party. Okay. All right. Now I need to find another way. By the way, this one needs to be capital. Yes, it is capital. I need to find another way that this paragraph is basically more different than the others. The party time throughout the day, starting at 10, finishing at then during the holidays. See our website for prices, availability, and more details. I can say that it leads us to a website, which is another source for information. Now I'm going to say the paragraph shows us a website name. That will lead to more information about the party. Okay, that's the name. That's the answer. Okay. Now, the last thing I'm going to do for this question is I'm going to see if I've written enough for the marks to be given to me. So it says 3 marks, so each of them has 1 mark. I'm going to see if like all of the information, okay, this is like good enough. It gives us the timing, it gives us which age are allowed, and more information can be found in the website. Now, are these information that I've written, are they in the other paragraphs? For example, can you like know what the timing for the event is reading the other 2 paragraphs? No. Can I know which age can go to this party with these 2 paragraphs? No. Can this paragraph, yeah, it shows this website name, more information, but these 2 don't. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get 3 marks over there. Okay, questions, it says 15 and 16 are about text A and B. Aha, okay, so I can use both of them. Great. Question 15. Finally, we have chocolate. Okay, there's an exclamation mark. So, finally, we have chocolate. That's how they shouted out the text. And then text B, then come to us. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to line 25 and text A. Okay, in the end, finally we have chocolate. And this one, text B, line 2. Okay, line 2, alright, not this one. Line 2, then come to us. Okay. So, calling all the young chocolate lovers, are you looking for a special theme for a party? Then come to us. Okay. Give 2 ways these short sentences are similar. Well, they're direct quotes. Both. I'm gonna make it bigger. Okay. Now, both phrases or both sentences are, well, I can't say it's a direct quote because it's a direct quote in the question, but not in the text. I can't say that. I can say though, I can say they're both are both ended with exclamation marks, which means there is an excitement in the way both sentences are said. Okay, now I'm gonna write it here. Make this bigger. Okay. So another way that these 2 sentences are similar, it says, then come to us. Finally, we have chocolate. So they're both referring to some sort of time. Yeah? So they're both, I can cheat a little from the other question we had this one, 3 connectives. Okay, I can say that they're both having connectives, right? So then and finally, so they are both, or they both include connectives referring to time. Okay. Now I'm sure about the first one, I'm not sure about the second one. I'm gonna hold on. If this was like the exam, I would actually take this one, And these two I didn't answer because I'm not sure about this one. And these two I didn't answer, so I'm gonna tick both of them. And I'm gonna see if I can get the answer later. Or like if there's any adjustments to this I want to make. Okay, text A and text B have different purposes. What is the purpose of text A? What is the purpose of text B? This is quite straightforward. Simple enough. It just takes a little bit of writing skills. Okay, so text A talks about, I can just talk about what each text is talking about, right? Text A talks about the process of making chocolate from the beginning. Starting with collecting the beans, separating them. Okay. Separating them. Roasting them. etc. It's instructional. Text that is good for explaining a process. Explaining. Oh, okay. A process, the process of chocolate making. Okay, a little bit redundant and repetitive, but that's okay. Okay, now this can give me the full mark right here. This one, text B, talks about a party that is happening at a factory. Okay, the text is like an advertisement. You can't, okay, you can say ad, but I'd always try to use the full, like the word, without using abbreviations in exams. So the text is like an advertisement. Okay, let's see this clear. Let's see where the question is. Okay, I can say, since I don't know, somehow my mind just stopped spelling advertisement, I can write an alternative. The text is like a commercial for the factory, exciting events. Okay. It's the text B talks about a party that's happening in a factory. The text is like a commercial for the factory, exciting event. Okay. It has, I can also write, it has times, that the factory are open. Okay, now I think this is good enough because I'm gonna get the full mark here. I think this is